Work holiday parties, what to wear and what not to wear, coming up next. First on my list is sky-high heels. Ladies, I know you have them. Everyone has them in their closet, right? And perhaps you're tired of the Monday to Friday boring conservative side that you're sharing with your coworkers, and you're thinking, well, this is a great opportunity to show off my glittery heels that, you know, are 4 inches or 3 inches and above. And while we know that you're excited, and I'm excited as well, because, well, holidays is all about that, right? About having fun, but perhaps keep those for a more weekend look. Next on my list are skin tight clothes. And you know what? I think it's common sense, and we all know this by now, right? But perhaps some of us are more used to wearing them than others. So this is not the time to bring out those mini skirts, mini dresses. I'm talking about the bodycon version, which is pretty much fitting you like a glove. In addition to that, they have the really short versions. And you know, I would throw in a couple more things. I would throw in backless dresses and really deep low cut plunging necklines. These are again more of a weekend look, and you would definitely cross the line, and the overall image should be still maintained, right, of elegance and femininity without having to go into the dark side of being attractive. So I think companies and, you know, usually coworkers and the employees in general are looking at these events just as an opportunity to gather and hang out. But at the same time, it's very, very easy to misunderstand really the goal of it. It is not for you to bring your home version into the office just thinking that, well, this is a great opportunity to show everyone that, you know, what my best assets and features are on my body, or my most glamorous, you know, pieces of clothing or shoes or accessories. Really, this is not about that. So pay attention to that underlying message when you are dressing and you are accessorizing for work-related events. I'm going to piggyback on the previous point and elaborate a little bit more. The plunging necklines. These are very, very common, and even in older women, I've seen this happen. And you know, we just want to make sure that we keep that all tucked in and keep it for perhaps more private eyes or more casual settings in the weekend with friends, with whoever you feel comfortable with. But I don't think your boss should be seeing your, you know, C cup or D cup or any type of cup. So overall, you want to avoid distracting people. You want them to look at you in the eye when they have a conversation with you, and just maintain that overall balance of the way you're usually connecting and communicating with people. My next point is suits, and let's be very clear, I am team suits. I love suits, and I don't think people wear them enough. But that being said, you know, the boring suit look is definitely something you don't want to bring to your work holiday party. So one of the ways that you can make it more casual and less stuffy and boring is to just ditch the top altogether, the top of the jacket, and accessorize. Make it more fun, make it more casual with perhaps a scarf or earrings or anything fun, perhaps a fun, you know, holiday necklace. The idea that I'm trying to convey here is to just bring it down to a more human level. Get away from the professional, more in the casual, more on the fun side. Next recommendation that I have for you not to wear at your work holiday party are the ugly sweaters. Now, I know ugly sweaters is an American concept, I want to say, and it means different things to different people. But I think the most common way they use it is when they're referring to those cartoonish, colorful sweaters that come in all kinds of combination of just really being fun. So I would stay away from anything that is cartoonish, that has any religious type of underlaying tone to it, because it can't be offensive, especially nowadays. You still can be festive, don't get me wrong. So my recommendation is monochromatic for a more elegant look, like this beautiful, you know, cashmere sweater, for example. Depending on the holiday, you can make it red or green or any of those combinations. And even if you have patterns, I think that's fine. I think it's great and it's acceptable. Again, this is the time to break out of your norm of being, you know, more conservative, because it is fun and you're trying to be silly and bring out that side of you. Next on my list of what I recommend not to wear at a work holiday party are sheer tops. Sheer tops are very, very common, and I don't think it's our fault. I think the majority of just garments out there advertised for a party type of event are kind of revealing, and they are more on the sheer side and glamorous side, right? But no, I don't think they are very appropriate at all. I think you could wear them possibly with a cami underneath, and this includes lace and mesh. So lace is very, very common. Usually they have them already like a cami built in underneath, but if they don't, stay on a little bit more conservative side, leave it for the sleeves only, or perhaps a beautiful collar. And there are definitely variations out there that you can adapt to your own style and wear them. Just make sure you're not too revealing in the process. My next recommendation to avoid are leggings, sneakers, or any type of sportswear. This is usually just too casual, right? So we don't want to go that route. But for a party specifically, don't lower your standards. And while I think it's a very reasonable concern, because probably at the end of the day you're tired, your feet are tired, they're probably swollen, and you want to be comfortable and have a good time. So the flats are a great option for this. And you know, you have the Allbirds, you have loafers, you have ballet flats, and they work well with pants as well as dresses. Next, let's talk about makeup. Oh, I love talking about makeup. I think it's so much fun because we all have those glittery eyeshadow palettes, but this is not the time to show them off to your coworkers that you finally can take out that beautiful set that you have stashed away for special occasions. We all do. And this is also not the time to test out your blending skills and just add layers and layers and layers of dark, you know, eyeshadow and try ombre and all kinds of these effects. That does not sound like a recipe for success. No, I would just keep it to your regular makeup look, whatever they're used to seeing you during the week, during the day. Perhaps add one more element, and that element could be like an extra line of eyeliner, or perhaps a little bit of darker shade than you normally go in your range. But remember, the coworkers haven't seen the weekend version of you, so nothing crazy. Don't start putting fake eyelashes on if you don't normally wear eyelashes. And sparkles and glitters, no, that sounds like a fun party in the weekend, but stay away from that kind of look for work. Next, let's talk about jewelry, and this is such a fun one, and I definitely recommend you use it, especially if you have jewelry that's within the theme of the party. But just be mindful of how much you're putting on. If it's something really big, like a very flashy, you know, centerpiece of a necklace, for example, just keep that, and everything else should be kept at minimal because you don't want to distract. You also don't want to have too much going on, and you don't want to end up looking like an ornament, like a Christmas tree, unless that's the theme of the party. After talking about all the things we can't wear, let's go to the other side, to things we can wear. I think it's really fun and festive to wear sequin, and you don't have to be a ball of it and just be covered top to bottom, but you can have elements of it on a dress, perhaps on the top, on the sleeves, and it just brings out the festive mood in all of us. Now let's talk about heels. While I don't think sky-high heels are acceptable, there are lower versions, the 3-inch 3-inch version is perfect for this occasion because the professional look requires 2 inches and under, and then right above that is 2.5, 3 inches. It still looks feminine, it still makes you feel different, right, than during the day, but you're not going overboard. I definitely want to recommend dresses because they're so flattering, and for party dress at work, I recommend a scuba dress or sheath dress. These are on a more fitted style, but they're still professional. So if you don't feel comfortable wearing that during the week, this is the time to wear this. For makeup, I recommend a bolder lip. I think it's much more common now that women like to put on a red lipstick, right, for a holiday party. And while I don't think it's fitting for everyone's complexion, going a little bit darker than normal, I think is perfectly fine. The easiest transition from daytime work to after work party look is to remove the professionalism by adding feminine touches through fabrics and movement. So perhaps add a shawl or a scarf made out of cashmere or silk and some beautiful dangly earrings. And that alone is just very feminine and elegant, and you're still maintaining your style and your personal identity within work after. I hope you found my recommendations on what to wear and perhaps not to wear at your next holiday office party. And if you did enjoy, click the like button. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.